Live. What's happening?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Feeling good. Woo!
Fly Eagles fly. Oh, I got the
Woo!
wrong background. I gotta change my background. Actually, no, we in season. We in
Yeah,
season. We in
season.
basketball
You in
season. So we're
season.
gonna
You
leave that.
cool. Cool. You
We gonna
cool.
leave
Yeah.
this. You
Yeah.
know.
You ain't gotta wait till after the finals is done to take your stuff off. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
We
let's
gonna leave it
go.
up. What's up, man?
Let's go. What up?
Been a
What
minute
up?
since we've been on live.
Yep. Been a minute, man. If y'all haven't, go check out that NFL draft video. It's right under. Help us with 100. Four away, man. Four away. Feeling good. Feeling good, man. Loving it.
Let me let,
Loving it, man.
let me get that video on the screen so they can see which one we're talking about. Let me get that video on
Yeah.
the screen. If y'all haven't, if
Yep.
y'all checking this out, like, subscribe, comment, all of that. This is the video we're talking about right here. Live reaction to the 2023 NFL Draft. We was there
Yep.
in
Hey, so it's
person.
crazy. So father-in-law is going through health issues, right? Diabetes stuff, cutting off toes, things like that, right? But my wife went to go visit him with the kids today, and she was like, she had told him that he was jealous that I was at the draft and stuff. I think, man, if you wanted to come, we would have put you in a wheelchair or something and brought you up in the building, man.
At that
I
part.
would have did something. Yeah, I said if you wanted to come, but he was in the hospital, so he couldn't. So I said, man, I'd have pushed you around. You would have been all right. So he's the season ticket holder. He's the one who, which is crazy. He actually just sent us some pictures of when we went to Chicago to watch the Royals play the year they won the World Series. So that's dope stuff, man. Like I think all right. She was dope to see. I told you I was shocked that it got I know it ain't about views, but I was like, usually we get 12, 13 views on the video. You know what I'm saying? If it's not something
People checking it
live
out.
or
And they
like,
actually watching it
yeah,
too. They actually
yeah, and
watching it.
they're actually watching it. So it's just kind of dope that like that was our first experience doing it like that, and it got that, man. So we're definitely aiming. Oh shoot, we are definitely aiming to do more as we can. So appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah,
Those who rock
we
with us, we
steady
here.
building. We steady building. And we gonna
You
keep
can't have
building.
that.
That's it.
Yep, yep, for real.
All right, man. We're gonna get right into it. This whole
Facts.
episode, this whole live, this basically what we do is we getting into the NFL drafts or the NFL schedule that was released today.
Yep.
I ain't care about no one else's schedule, but I looked at my schedule immediately from the Eagles.
Yep. Yep.
But let me pull it up on the screen so we
Yeah.
know what we
If we can
working
go
with.
ahead, start with the Eagles schedule. We can just talk through it, man. Said we here. Nothing too much. Said now that the schedules is released, we get to now take, probably not gonna lie to y'all, it'll probably be a month because we don't headline chase y'all. We're gonna
So we
probably end
really
up
don't.
taking a month. Now we're gonna take a month. We'll be able to sit with the schedules and all the moves made because our prediction shows they get tough. They get tough. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
So yeah, so we gotta be ready to sit back and put all our stuff together. So I know May, don't expect too much football. June and July will be heavy, heavy, heavy NFL stuff before preseason kicks off.
oh yeah, June and
So
July, y'all gonna see a whole lot of
whole
way
lot of
too
NFL
early
stuff.
quarterback
Yeah.
rankings,
But
best
no, I
offense,
want
best
to wait for at least
defense.
June, July. Preseason starting August, so we shooting right for the good time. You know what I'm saying?
And trust,
My
hey,
bad.
one thing that's for sure about our list is gonna be way different than any other list you see
Yeah,
on any sports show or anything like that.
facts,
We got some
facts.
legitimate lists based on what we think.
Yeah. So,
But
Idris, what's your first reaction on the Eagles schedule, man? Just looking at it,
I
because
saw I saw strength of
paper,
schedule. We had
yeah,
the
on paper,
toughest.
but the strength of schedule is based off of just last year's win percentage.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it. Oh, that's just it. And I
I,
mean, when you go play the AFC West this year, that's usually just gonna bump it for anybody.
I honestly
So,
I like the schedule. I like what's on our schedule. To be honest with you, the way I'm looking at it. So we start off the first 5 weeks, right? We got the Patriots, the Vikings, the Bucks, Washington, at Washington, and then the Rams. I like that. I like that as our first 5 games. It's
yeah,
just a little bit of a mix of everything. We got a divisional game. We got we're traveling across the country. We're playing some teams with some decent defenses. We're playing some whole different look teams like the Minnesota Vikings look way different than they did last year. New England Patriots are revamped.
Yep.
The Bucks are Baker Mayfield driven.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with it.
I do think that's a little messed up that you guys have a first week Sunday 2:30 game, then you got to go to Thursday night.
Thursday, right? The next week, yeah.
So that is like that's almost as short of a short notice that you can allow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that's a little messed up to start the schedule. But then you get a big gap because then you go to the farthest game possible that you could play by playing the Bucks the next Monday night. You know what I'm saying? So that in itself is a little spacious. Like you said, Washington to start off, Rams, the Jets, the 15th, man. Aaron versus Hurts. That'll be a good matchup. Miami, Washington, Dallas.
I think the Jets game is gonna be our first real matchup.
I actually thought about the Minnesota one for y'all, like when I was just looking at it originally, because that's an early matchup. I was like, oh man. That was early.
With the early turnaround, I can see that.
Yeah,
I can see
the
that.
early turnaround. Like just the early turnaround. Like that early turnaround, that early in the year does bother me. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's but again, it's also the first 2 weeks of football, so shouldn't nobody be caring about having to play 2 games that fast?
Yeah.
I don't think that should matter until you get to later in the year.
Yeah, I think our first real big matchup, I mean, aside from that short turnaround, because I agree, that short turnaround is going to be tough for anybody, not just for us.
Yeah.
But
it really is literally the last, like they couldn't make you play Sunday night and then Thursday, you know what I'm saying? Like it's literally like, all right, we'll give them the second slate Sunday, and y'all got to go ahead and head out to, at least you go play at home though. So you know what I'm saying? You go from the road to home.
And I mean, going from New England home isn't too bad.
Nah, it's not too bad.
So at least they're not making us travel from damn San Francisco across the country.
Yeah.
But that Miami game going to be tough. In Washington is always a tough game. That was our first loss last year.
Well.
Dallas. We're going to be at home at Dallas.
Yep.
That is what it is. I think the game everyone got circled on their calendar. I mean, everybody in the country, everybody in Missouri, everybody in Philly, and the Eagles fans, is that Monday night, November 20th game in Kansas City, Super Bowl rematch.
And that's where the favor comes back because y'all got that after the Bob.
Yeah. That's gonna be a
y'all
really good match.
Y'all got to stretch after the Bob. KC, Buffalo, San Fran. That's a stretch. Then to Dallas.
Then in Dallas, and then in Seattle. Seattle last year had a pretty solid season for their expectations.
Yeah, so that's a stretch. That's a real stretch right there for real.
I think that's gonna be the toughest part of our schedule. And then depending on how we come out of that to finish the season, New York, Arizona, New York.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see, but I'm looking at like a 10 to 12 win season at best.
Yeah,
at best, 10 to 12 win season.
I think they had y'all over under at 11.5.
Yeah, and I seen some of the games. I think our first game they had us losing was against the Jets.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I told you I'm a little reserved on the Jets, but that's another day, another time to deal with that. That is another day, another time.
That's the Eagles. So, that's the Eagles. We don't play any of the TTE teams this year.
Luckily, so you got to sweat. You got to sweat free. You got to sweat free this year.
I ain't gonna get no drama in the chat. If we take an L, it's because we just took an L, not because we took an L of anybody's team.
Teams in the chat, man.
So I'm cool. with that.
Unless the homie Greg makes his way back around. Chat champion Greg. Yeah. Where Greg? I know Greg. We folded on Greg because we was there every week. Greg was showing up, being with us. So Greg, show back up, man. You know, he the Commanders guy.
Yeah, we gonna be back, especially NFL season. NBA season is a little bit weird because it's 82 games and you can only do so much with that. We might just
we don't headline.
We might just do shorts.
We don't headline chase, y'all. That's one thing you don't learn about us. We don't headline chase. We don't chase everything that's shown. We don't. Yeah. Mainly because we got lives and we can't give up that. So we try to give y'all better than that. To be honest with you. All right, you're done. Are you done?
I'm done.
Are you done? Is it my turn?
All right, let's get Carolina up here. Let's get Carolina up in here.
All right, the kids is gonna be in the background because they want to come see what's going on.
That's all good. Let them come and rock.
You're naked, so you can't come in here.
Yeah, you can't come in here.
Yeah. No. Finish the leftovers, dude.
On that rice and chicken.
Finish the leftovers. Don't eat nothing else until leftovers are finished. No. Kids waste too much food, bro. Waste too much food. Eating dinner and then asking for no, stop wasting food. All right. Carolina Panthers, we up?
Y'all are up.
First six games. First six games. Very, very, I think that's going to be kind of the make or break to what this season could be. It's the NFC South. I don't think no team has to. I think if a team wins 10 games, they win the division in the
Back-to-back
NFC
division
South.
games to start the season?
Back-to-back division games. I'm going to take the first one on the road because, again, it's week one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I'll take that one on the road. Cool. Coming home week two to a Monday night home opener against the Saints.
I like
I like that. That's why I said I like that that's back-to-back. It's a nut tester. We're the only coaching staff in the NFC. We're the only team in the NFC South with an absolutely new coaching staff. So we got on film what they do with their personnel. They don't know what we do with our personnel. We also don't know what we do with our personnel. So, you know, it's farewell for everybody. Like, so to come out the gate playing two teams that you know you're going to play later in the year is a good measuring stick. Because then I know when we come back to those games later in the year, I got a measuring stick to be like, okay, how do we look against them in the second matchup later in the year than we do the first 2 weeks of the season? Going to Seattle week 3, I'm actually very, very happy for that. I'm glad because because I'd rather deal with them early. I'd rather deal with them early, mainly because this 6 games, it's like Seattle probably going to be a playoff team, second in the division. Minnesota, I still don't understand how they're not the favorite to win their division. Detroit, who is the favorite to win their division, and then Miami. So there's 4 potential playoff teams in a row right there that will play before the bye week. So to me, if we could get to the bye week at 500, that's a dub. Come out the bye week 3-0. Come out the bye week 3-0. Houston, Indianapolis, and Chicago all got to get it immediately after the bye week. Because now you done got 6 games. We don't know what's going to happen. You done play some pretty tough opponents, playoff potential teams, and division rivals. You come out the bye week, and in the AFC South, you whoop Houston's behind out the bye week. You get your Frank Reich revenge game at the Colts versus Coach, and you go to Chicago Thursday night, and you whoop they behind, and 3-0, and you come out right there. Dallas coming to the crib. I'd rather play them at the crib, but it's not going to matter. Dallas fans travel. Going to Tennessee, I could deal with that. Tampa, three road games in a row. Tennessee, Tampa, New Orleans.
Damn.
Sunday, yeah. Then we got the home game against Atlanta and Green Bay. Week 17, I'm hoping Jacksonville is like, hey, we done already won the division. We kind of locked into the 3rd seed. Don't really matter. And then finishing off with Tampa. So I would rather see Tampa 2 times at the end of the year like that. Because probably by that time, Baker is either gone or something, and Kyle Trask is playing.
They've already agreed that their season is just done.
Maybe they done reeled it in and got, and they're done with their stuff.
Tank for Caleb.
Yeah, maybe they're in the tank for Caleb race at that point. So hopefully by the time we get to week 13, Baker's gone, Todd Bowles is fired, and they're already preparing for Caleb Williams. But yeah, the first 6 games for me is really going to be the most important part of the schedule to me.
I really like y'all schedule, to be honest with you. I really like who y'all playing. I also don't understand why Detroit is favored. Like, that to me don't make sense. You change your whole running back room.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I think people just seem to have missed the fact that Minnesota has Brian Flores as their DC, and they brought over Byron Murphy and some other people.
They got younger. They got younger on defense.
They got younger.
Talking about cutting Kendricks and releasing some of the other people, but it's like,
and they keep talking about Dalvin Cook is most likely going to be gone. So we'll see I think the people are just spamming that at this point. I don't really believe it. But like I said, being able to open up at Atlanta, then come right back home Monday night with a little bit of a gap. I'm going to tell y'all now, and I'm going to say it again when we do it. If Bryce don't start week 1, I'm okay with it. But the moment he does start, you can't look back. Yeah. But I'm going to be pissed off if we have to play home opener Monday night game and I got to watch Andy Dalton. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just not what I want to see, bro. I want to see Bryce out there from no.
There's no way you bring in Andy Dalton to sit Bryce
Yeah,
Young week 1.
I don't want the Andy Dalton revenge game week 2, bro. Like I don't want that. I want to see Bryce Young get it in.
I mean, if you think about it, as a new coaching staff, you coming in, you're brand new across the board. You got a whole new personnel. You basically have a whole new offense aside from your O-line. There's no way you start Andy Dalton, right?
No, but so the way that they talk, the way that they giving all this assurance about Bryce, it's not data. I just think on paper, it's just Andy Dalton is the starter, just on paper. But even if you go look at the NFL website, Bryce is QB1.
Yeah.
Like Bryce is QB1. So like it's just I don't think you draft Bryce and intend to sit him. I think Andy knew he was coming there more for support. And I think he's cool with that. But again, if you want to start Andy, start Andy. But the moment Bryce starts, you just don't go back. So if he starts week 1 and he's doing bad by week 5, you don't take that man out. You let him suffer.
So what's the over and under for y'all this year?
7.5.
7.5.
The Saints are the favorite to win the division, and they're at 9.5.
Who's your quarterback? Did they keep Jameis?
Nah, it's Derek Carr. I remember he got traded, man.
It is Derek Carr. Oh.
Yeah.
When Derek Carr is the best quarterback in the conference, I don't know. I'm also gonna put some respect on his name. You know, Derek Carr's Derek Carr.
No. Y'all don't get to do that. Y'all don't get to do that. You and Parlay don't get to do that.
Hey,
you and Parlay don't get to do that.
In your conference, I'm gonna put respect on him because
we've argued this. For 3 years, we've argued this, and I've tried to tell y'all he's decent. And y'all said he's butt. Y'all don't get to do that.
You're right.
Y'all don't get to do that.
He is buzzed though.
Yeah, you and Parlay don't get to do that. You and Parlay don't get to do that.
No. Conference is the best quarterback though. You gotta give.
No. Y'all don't get to do that. Y'all don't get to do that. I don't care. You two have said too many bad things about that man in no situation. No, y'all don't get to do that. You two don't get to do that. You know what I'm saying? You two don't get to do that.
Best quarterback in the South is Derek Carr. Number 2
is
Baker Mayfield.
Right now, on paper, yes, Derek Carr is the best quarterback in the division. Then it's technically Baker. Like that's
because
or
that's
technically
just
whatever
what we know.
But that's just the rule that we keep anyway.
Yeah.
Rookie has to start at the bottom. So that's what I'm saying. That's why I would take the early divisional matchups with Desmond Ridder and Derek Carr because we see them later on in the year. So I'm gonna take that. Like I'm gonna take that part.
By week 10, Derek Carr is gonna be the 3rd best quarterback in that conference.
He should be.
It's gonna be Bryce. It's gonna be Desmond. I'm not a Desmond Ridder fan.
Yeah, I'm not Desmond.
But I also like what Desmond Ridder has way more than what what Derek Carr has.
But I think New Orleans defensively is always going to be good because I do respect Dennis Allen as a defensive coach. But I just don't like what they do offensively. And even with them pairing, like bro was like a 25% win percentage coach with Derek Carr, and that's why he got fired so fast with the Raiders. So it's like I don't think he's any different there. I do think the person, like, if they could be healthy, the team is better, but they're going to be missing Alvin Kamara for a good minute of the season. They did bring in, Jamal Williams is over there. I mean, Michael Thomas says he's healthy and that he's going to be coming back. But again, like, the division is open, and right now, Derek Carr is the best quarterback in the division. But then you got to actually, like, we always do it. We just got to ask ourselves, where's the head coach ranking?
Yeah.
And then you're like, is it Todd Bowles? Is it Frank Wright? Is it Dennis Allen? Is it Arthur Smith? Like which is a very, very ugly division to rank head coach wise. But yeah, I'm very cool with the schedule.
Y'all in the playoffs this year? Y'all in the playoffs this year?
Yeah, well, so somebody's got to be in the NFC South. For real, somebody in the NFC South has got to be. For real, like you said, if what you said is the same belief as me, by week 8. Bryce and Desmond should clear Derek in this situation, in this conference, then it will come down to Atlanta, Carolina making that push for the playoffs. But then I look at Atlanta spending all that money they spent on defense.
So much money.
When was the last time we've seen a team do that over the last 5 years and it worked out? Jacksonville did it. The Giants did it. Like we've never. When was the last time we seen big spenders in free agency win?
The Rams did it.
And
their defense didn't even do anything into the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It was really their offense.
Yeah. So, and that was the trade because of Stafford too. But like, when was the last time like we've seen a team spend so much money on one side of the ball and it work out? It doesn't. A lot of them dudes went there because they knew they needed that last payday. Jesse Bates, all of them. So they took Bijan. I'm glad they took Bijan because I mean, like, I feel like in the moment that was the best thing for them to do. But it's like now I look at this team and be like, okay, Arthur Smith is what's probably going to hold y'all back, and I'm okay with that. So I don't like
on paper, they look like a really decent team. You know what I mean? Like defensively, they're gonna be a nice Madden team to use defensively.
I do have, like I said, I've been doubling back on Frank, right? And I think I have like a real on paper expectation of what I think the Panthers should really look like this year with the team and my baseline for what I think they're going to look like with him.
You guys have
But yeah,
a run heavy offense.
nah, it is because every year he was in
On the
Indy, they
West
was a
Coast.
top 10 rushing team. I don't understand why people think Dougie P, Sirianni, P, like all of them guys who came from that same type of group, like they just pass heavy. Like these dudes run the ball, bro.
Yeah,
Like all of these dudes
they
run the ball.
run the ball.
Yeah, like they
Set up
run the ball.
pass.
Yeah, but everybody just sees the high flying passing plays and they're like, oh, these guys air it out. Like, nah, bro, these dudes is getting 5.5 a pop running the football.
Yeah, we got
You know what I'm saying?
1,000-yard rushers.
Yeah, so like that's what's blowing my mind is I think people are expecting. I'm like, no, I don't think they expect that. So
Plus, you got
I really do
who's
hope
your running backs over there? Miles Sanders and
Chuba right now.
Chuba Hubbard.
I think Miles was paid to be a 3-down back.
Not gonna lie, I love y'all O line, and they just got better.
But Corbett technically might be out the first couple weeks.
Damn,
which bothers me. It does bother me because bro got injured on the last game of the year last year, which like frustrates me. But even at worst, 4 out of 5 starters will be back week 1. So until Corbett gets healthy, you know what I'm saying, we just gonna have to hold the fort. So I'm all right with that. But I will be doing. I do got like the whole receiver room stuff that I've been working on, really trying to figure out like what do I think this team's gonna look like on paper. And one thing I know for a fact is the offense will at least be better than last year's. So that gives me that gives me all the hope in the world. Like it couldn't have been no worse than last year.
I think you're definitely gonna have more protection than you did last year. Better protection, quality protection. That's the Panthers, man. 7.5. You taking the over?
Oh yeah. I'm taking over.
Cool.
I'm taking over.
Now we go on the screen. We got week 1 schedule. Week 1 of the NFL.
Opening week
schedule. Starting with Detroit in Kansas City. That's wow. They put Detroit in Kansas City. They say you
which is like
in there.
Yeah. They were like, all right, Detroit, y'all want to be about something? Let's put you on the stage. Let's put you on the stage and see what you got. So I liked it. I know people was asking for Philly KC, and I was saying it should have been, but people are going to tune in to those big time matchups no matter what week they play. Yeah. So this really was your time to showcase another team that could potentially be making a push. So
yeah, I like the way they set up week 1 schedule. They didn't put anything super crazy out there. Kind of let everybody get a feel for the season. Into the first couple of weeks in the season, Carolina, Atlanta, y'all are at Atlanta, Cincinnati, Cleveland. You got another divisional matchup there. Jacksonville, Indianapolis,
Tampa at Minnesota, Tennessee at New Orleans, which would be a very weird game. That's like the ugliest one I'm seeing on a matchup. I'm gonna call it again. I told you I called it last year. Pittsburgh's gonna beat the 49ers week 1.
Ooh.
Yeah.
In Pittsburgh too.
Yeah, in Pittsburgh. So
you got I
already see that
coming. Kenny Pickett.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm
gonna take a week 1 fresh JJ Watt against that. Yeah, so TJ Watt. Yeah, I'm gonna take a week 1 TJ Watt, Minka, and all them boys. And so that would be a cool one. Oh, Houston at Baltimore week 1.
I'm taking the over in Lamar's passing touchdowns that game.
Yeah, I take it over.
I'm taking the over.
Lamar's throwing for like 6 of them mugs that game.
He
always snaps week 1.
He
always snaps week 1.
He gonna try to throw for 6 and 3+.
Washington at Arizona. The battle for Caleb Williams starts week 1.
Oh my goodness.
Washington versus Arizona. I don't want to do that to Washington though, because I got hope with Eric Bieniemy over there, but yeah, they might be getting held back. Vegas at Denver. Philly at New England, Miami at the Chargers. Really good game. Really, really good game. The Rams at Seattle. And the
Miami at the
Sunday night
Chargers.
game,
I think Miami at the Chargers is a real strategic game because last year that was the first
that's
game
the
Tua
game
got
that got
exposed.
to it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was the game Tua got exposed.
where
So
they
you got
just
to go
sat they
back.
just sat the safety right there in the middle for all those crossing routes. So
Yep.
that's gonna be an
No
interesting
gym
game.
today. Kenny, no gym today.
Kenny, oh yep, it's a rest day, Kenny. We'll be back at it
All
tomorrow,
right.
dog.
Dallas, New York to finish Sunday night, and Buffalo, New York. 2 New York games to finish off the weekend. Dallas and the Giants was usually a closer game.
Hey, the Giants
I
gonna get
don't think.
Dallas week 1.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I've been having a debate ever since Kellen Moore got released by them, and I'm like, yeah, I just have a bad feeling that they're gonna be taking a step back offensively. So
I mean, we know what kind of coach McCarthy is, right?
that's what I'm saying.
And now that the offensive play calling is out of Kellen Moore's hands, it's like, bro, we know exactly what you're gonna do. Like, you gonna make Dak try to be that dude. You ain't got Zeke no more. You just got Pollard back there. Pollard is like that, but you're gonna force Dak to be somebody he's not.
Yep. And then you got Buffalo and the Jets.
Ooh,
Monday
who
night
you
football.
Who you taking that game?
That's a 9/11 game.
Oh, damn.
I just seen the date. So I was looking at all the weeks until now I'm seeing the date. So the homie who's a Bears fan just messaged me before we started. Carolina and Chicago play 2 days after my anniversary. Thursday night. And he was like, "Are we going?" I said, "Man, that's 2 days after my anniversary." And I was like, "I'm probably,
it's too close.
That's too close." But then I was like, "No, I'm not." I had made the decision at work today. I was like, "I'm probably not gonna go because I'd rather be here for our Thursday night live stream than to go be at the game." So, man, week 1.
This is week 1.
I'm excited and ready to get into that, man.
Should we look into week 2 or what should we look at next? Should we look at the schedule?
Do you see the Monday night football schedule, like just as a whole?
Just
I know they released that the Monday night, the Thursday night, and the Sunday night schedule. I know they had those released.
Monday night schedules. Starting with Buffalo, New York, week 2.
Carolina.
New Orleans, Carolina. They keep it right with the divisional matches in these Monday night games. At least the first 2-3 weeks.
Yeah. Yep. Got the Browns at Pittsburgh week 3. Philly in the Bucks. Well, week 2. Hold up, is that 2 Monday night games on week 2?
Yep.
What time's the first one? I can barely see
7:15 Eastern time, and then 8:15 Eastern time. So they might be back to back. One's on ESPN, one's on ABC.
And they gonna overlap.
Yeah. So we're gonna be flipping back and forth in the second half of the first game.
I'm not flipping back. Yo.
You're right. Carolina, you're right.
Nothing. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
People gonna be like, "What was your thoughts on the Browns Steelers game?" I don't give a damn about them going on right now.
Panthers is playing. That's all I care about.
Yeah. I don't care about none of that. Just
Bucks, Eagles. You know we winning that.
Yep, Bucks at Eagles. Yeah, Eagles at Bucks. My bad. Rams at Bengals. Bucks, right. Rematch of the Super Bowl from 2 years ago. Glad they did that early.
What you think about the Rams coming into this year?
I think people are just sleep on the Rams because I think that's people are forgetting. I think they just act like all of them was healthy all year and they wasn't. The Rams reeled it in hella early last year. It was like, hey, Cooper's in. They was like, Kupp's injured, Aaron's
like
injured,
week
Stafford's
6 or 7,
injured.
It was like,
Baker Mayfield was their quarterback. I think off the plane getting fired. Like I think people forget that the Rams accepted what their season was. They were like, "Yeah, we got our ring. This is going bad. There's no use to fight uphill." I think people are really, really sleep on the Rams right now, man. I'm not gonna say they're gonna be world beaters. I'm not saying they're gonna be world beaters, but I don't care. A team with Matt Stafford, Cooper Kupp, and Aaron Donald is still a good team.
They're gonna be some playoff interrupters. Some people are gonna get mad that they lost to the Rams early in mid-season.
Facts. People better quit playing, bro.
We got the Hawks and the Giants, week 4. Looks like they're going into one game a week after week 3.
Yeah, I feel like that's a measuring stick game for both.
Yeah.
Because both of them teams, one, Giants being in the playoffs and the Seahawks also being in the playoffs losing. Like, they say there's 4 new playoff teams every year, so it's almost like one of them two can't make it back. So.
I like Seattle. I like Seattle. The way they're
I
built.
like
I like them. The
I
way
like
they're
Seattle
built
way
better
more
than
than I like it.
better than they're built than the Giants are built. Just because I mean, we got Vanilla Vic over there in New York, but was 1 year just an anomaly to get your bread?
He still only had like 17 touchdowns, bro. I'm like, people act like it was world beating.
Then we got Green Bay in Las Vegas of
The Devontae Adams revenge game.
two figuring it out teams.
Oh, the Devontae Adams revenge game. He's going for 6,000 that game.
Hey. I got the Raiders at home. That's one of those games where it's just like, I mean, they both mid teams, so I'm gonna take the home team.
Yeah.
Cowboys Chargers.
Week
I think
6. That's a good one.
This is gonna be Dallas's game in the year where they're just like, all right, this is the fork in the road. Depending on what happens this game, this is kind of where we're going.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, on first glance, I would take the Chargers.
Yeah, LA Chargers they're actually gonna be healthy next year.
Yep.
Austin Eckler has to justify wanting to be traded because he didn't get paid.
Yep.
Williams is gonna be coming off his injury. Keenan Allen's gonna be healthy. Gerald Everett, we can't forget, was a beast last year.
Yep.
And we're going into the Niners and Vikings.
Kirk Cousins, boy, that's 49ers by 30.
Damn. Damn.
Kirk Cousins be tripping, bro.
Damn, they giving the Raiders 2 Monday night games this year. Raiders Lions.
Is that Lions getting a little? Told you, Lions getting a little love,
They getting
man.
some love.
They better not choke, bro. Lions getting some love.
By week 8, they better be over 500 for them to justify keeping that game.
Yeah. They better start. They better be on that game, man.
Before we end up like last year when we had 2 Thursday night Bronco games and we was just like, bruh, this is not what we expected this to be.
Yeah, nobody want to watch this crap.
It's for Mook. Mark us down for 5 and 12. Man.
Hey, Mook sick. Mook
Hey,
sick,
5 and 12
bro.
is one of those 5 against Carolina or what?
Please no.
Please
You need to start
no.
the year 3-0.
Please no.
Chargers at Jets. Herbert.
That's gonna be an interesting game, man.
That's an interesting game. Week 9. Monday nighter. Very interesting.
That's gonna be an interesting game. They're giving Denver some love again this year. Denver, Buffalo. They're actually putting them against a team that
But it's good that they did
exciting.
it week 10 though. You know, Sean Payton and Russ should hopefully have themselves together by the time this game come around.
We can only hope.
Yeah.
Philly KC. That
Week
game
11.
is circled for me.
Week 11 before
It
Thanksgiving.
ain't never easy going in the Arrowhead, man. If we beat Carolina, I'm gonna screenshot the box score and send it to Beat and Deuce every day, 7 a.m.
Week 3 move. Hey, I'm rolling.
Man. All right, Eagles Chiefs, man. That's gonna be a hell of a game. Can't go into Arrowhead and just expect to win. I expect us to be underdogs that game. It is what it is.
Bears Vikings.
Divisional game. Justin Fields got something to prove, man. He got some weapons this year.
Yeah, because I mean the spotlight is on a part of it's on the North because you know Aaron Rodgers is gone, so somebody got to lead that division.
They need a new king of the North.
Bengals,
Jags. Trevor Lawrence, Joey Buckets.
Yep. Then you got Titans, Dolphins. That's one of them games that the Titans win like 14-10. Because Vrabel figured something out after having all that film.
Right. Week 14 comes in and figures out, okay, we're just going to run the ball 42 times.
Yeah, I know how y'all function. Packers at Giants also. So that's a doubleheader. If both of those are on, I'll watch mine.
I'm watching the Miami game. Don't nobody want to watch the Packers and Giants.
Yeah.
Chiefs, Pats. I think they doubled up Monday night games to avoid too many Thursday night games.
Yeah. Week 16, Ravens 49ers. I can't believe the Pats got a Monday night game.
Damn, they sure did get a Monday night game. I'm always
And Detroit is getting the last Monday night game of the year.
2 Monday night games? Is that 2 Monday night or 3
Two Monday night games in the season opener. Lions fans should be just
that's 2.
losing their top right now, bro.
I remember
Lions fans for real be
Lions fans was
losing their
getting mad at
top
us.
right now.
They was getting mad at us last year for saying DeAndre Swift wasn't the top running back.
Yeah, they was sick.
He ain't the best running back on the Eagles right now. I know that much.
I'm saying they tripping. Lions fans, they was upset. They was upset. Now they are. Now most of them are
Jahmyr
happy that they
Gibbs
got
and
Jahmyr Gibbs.
who's the other running back? Jahmyr Gibbs and
David Montgomery.
David Montgomery from the Bears. Interesting. But that's the Monday night schedule, man. Any teams you curious about looking at just to kind of see?
The Thursday night schedule?
Thursday night.
It's a Thursday night with people were like, how can you make a team work back to back on Thursday night? 2 Thursday night games. I said, if you don't see how they do their warehouse worker, you think they ain't gonna do that to NFL teams? He gonna treat them NFL players like he do his warehouse workers. So y'all tripping. If Amazon paying the bill, they paying.
All right, we talked about the first Thursday night game with the Vikings and the Eagles. Also, y'all, we're gonna be live for a lot of these videos, a lot of these games, especially the YouTube Thursday ones. Yeah,
just Thursday. That's the only day you can afford. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I'll be sitting right here watching it anyway. So Thursday. Giants 49. And the Lions got a Thursday night game. The Lions is getting so much love, bro. The Lions is getting so much love. If they go 6-11, I'm gonna be pissed, bro. If the Lions go 6-11 with all of these primetime games, I'm gonna be hot.
The Lions got more primetime games than the Niners.
Bro, I'm going to be hot if the Lions go 6-11 with a Thursday night opener, a week 4 Thursday night game, and 2 Monday night games. Boy, look, I better not hear Detroit nothing. Take them off, and they got the Thanksgiving game.
Bears Packers, or not the Bears Packers. Bears Commanders. Bears Commanders. Yeah. Broncos Chiefs. That's always a good game. Divisional game.
Always a good Thursday night game.
Jags Saints.
Ooh.
We got the Bucks and the Bills.
That spread will be like 13.
Man. Titans Steelers. I think that's going to be a very low-key, really good game.
Yeah, they really would put the Panthers Bears the week 2 days after my anniversary. That's crazy, bro.
Bengals Ravens. I think that's also going to be a good game.
Always. That's always a good game. But then here go the people in the chat. Lamar Jackson wouldn't be healthy by the time that game comes. He'd be all right, bro. Dolphins Jets. The Black Friday. That's a Black Friday game. Dolphins Jets.
Oh yeah, that was the first Black Friday game they was talking about.
Yeah.
I think I saw you post that. Was it you that posted that?
Yep. I mean, a bunch of people probably did, but yeah, it's a Black Friday game. So for those of you who like Cyber Monday, you got a football game to watch.
Seahawks Cowboys.
Interesting. Patriots Steelers. What is the fast? I'm not gonna say. Well, Patriots got a big market. They'll always have a big market. So
yeah.
For like 15 years, the Patriots just are gonna be on TV until oblivion. So
until Bill Belichick retires.
Yeah.
Chargers Raiders. Saints Rams, and then the Jets and the Browns.
Jets Browns is an ugly end to the Thursday night football season.
Yeah. I mean, depending on what they look like at the end of the season, this is going to be year 2, Deshaun Watson with the Browns.
Yep. Yes, sir.
We got Aaron Rodgers, hopefully be informed by that time. But, yeah, man, that's what we're looking at Thursdays.
You know what? Since those two are a very weird end to the season, let's look at those two schedules. Let's look at the Jets first, and then let's look at the Browns.
The Jets. New York Jets. Where are you?
Hey, Aaron. Aaron Mother-loving Rodgers. No longer a Green Bay Packer, following in the footsteps of his father Favre.
First 5 games of the season. Buffalo at home. Dallas in Dallas. New England, KC at home. And then Denver in Denver.
There's a real chance these suckers could only have 1 win by the bye week, and I don't think people want to admit that. I think we got a month, y'all. We're not going to be doing no football talk until June and July when they get heavy. But when I'm leaving this moment, I'm telling you right now, I'm probably going to be taking. I might be a Jets hater by the time we get to the regular
Potentially
season.
one win.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
not gonna show no love to
The
Robert Sala.
Patriots. The Patriots is the
That's who
only
I
one
got
that
him
I'm
with.
like, yeah.
That's why I got him beat.
The Patriots is the only one that I'm looking at. I'm like, and you're playing at Bill's house. You're playing at Bill's house. Bill gonna have a game plan so cold. Yeah, bro. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. The Jets might be cooked by their bye week, and I'm pretty much ready to lean into that one.
And you get a week 5 Peyton Sean Payton has had a chance to take 5 weeks to get prepared for that game
5
to get
weeks
their
to
groove.
figure it out.
Oh boy.
It'd be the Sauce Gardner, Pat Surtain matchup, the Russ and Aaron, and Sean Payton and Robert Saleh, who I told y'all I like, but still don't got nothing behind it to prove it. So yeah, man, I don't know. There's a real chance the Jets could
Damn,
be
they
1-5
really
at
could
the
have
bye
a
week.
1 win going into the bye week.
Polly would love that.
He would love that.
Yeah.
Especially if they go into week 7 and the Green Bay Packers have 3 wins and the damn Jets
I mean,
only
now
have 1.
there's hope after the bye week.
Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And you could
5,
finish
6.
the year 5. You could finish the year 4-1, 5-1.
Yeah. They could end the season 7-10, realistically, after the bye week.
I still think they're the third best team in the division in AFC East. So,
Yeah, they're giving them way too much stock this early in the season.
Yeah.
Granted, I do think they was a quarterback away from a lot of wins. I'm not gonna say it's playoffs. They was a quarterback away from a lot of wins. But
we said the same thing about Russ last year, and we was like all in on the what if everything goes right, and then finally we said, well, what if everything goes wrong? And we were like, yeah, everything did go wrong. So you know what I'm saying? Like this is a team that, again, I said they are the team this year that was the quarterback away, and Aaron Rodgers is a hell of a quarterback to pick up. But in the grand scheme of the AFC, I don't know.
That's the Jets. Other team we was gonna look at was the Cleveland Browns, because that's who's ending the season is the Jets and the Browns. Cleveland Browns, first 4 weeks, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, Tennessee, Baltimore. They might go and be 0-4. Maybe 1-3. I can see maybe 1-3.
They better not be 0-4 because they only got one away game. If they're 0-4 by week 5, fire everybody. Stefanski, gone. I would give them 2-2 by the bye week. Just off real.
Who you got them
I would give them
Pittsburgh and Tennessee?
Yeah.
In Pittsburgh?
Nah, that's a Monday night game. I'm not gonna give them that. I'm not gonna give them. Well, damn, they might have. I'm giving them Tennessee for a fact, though.
I might give them Tennessee and Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Something about Cincinnati, they just don't start the year off.
Yeah, Cincinnati week 1 is just not the same Cincinnati that we've seen the last 3 years. So,
yeah, week 10, week 1 we're like, man, Cincinnati, I don't know. And then week 10 we're just like, how did y'all rattle off 8 straight wins?
Yeah. So
then they got Frisco, Indianapolis, Seattle, Arizona, Baltimore.
There's a good chance for redemption after the bye.
Yeah, they got a decent schedule after the bye. They're on the road a lot. I think they're 50-50 on the road and at home. 6 at home, 8 on the road.
Yep. Very interesting. Very interesting.
So the Browns could be a sleeper in that division. Although I do still have I kind of still want to put Cincinnati as the number 1 in that division.
I think everybody has Cincinnati.
Baltimore.
I like the Ravens. I still think it's them two, and it's them two clear.
Yeah.
One will get in, and one will be the 5 seed. I don't think Cleveland has enough.
Pittsburgh is gonna. I don't know how the hell Mike Tomlin finished above 500 last
year.
Look
at Pittsburgh. Yeah, look at Pittsburgh's schedule. Pittsburgh had. They all play the AFC South. So, but Pittsburgh had a very. I was like, yeah, Pittsburgh might. I don't see how they could not at least be 8 wins.
Frisco, Cleveland, Las Vegas, Houston, Baltimore. I see 3 wins there.
Yeah, I go with 3 also.
Maybe 4 because I mean we got them beating Frisco week 1.
we'll say 3. We'll err on the safe side of 3, but I got them coming out the bye week winning. Damn, probably 4 straight. No, 3. I give Jacksonville they dub, but
Los
I'll give them the
Angeles,
Rams. I'll give them the Rams,
Tennessee, Green Bay.
Tennessee, Green Bay.
Yeah.
I give them those. I give them Arizona, New England, Indy. See, look, that's about 8 of them right there, right? 3 at the bye, 3 after. Yeah, that's crazy.
They're gonna have like 9 wins.
Yeah. So what I'm saying, how does he keep getting away with this? He can't keep getting away with this. You know what I'm saying?
last year, at the beginning of the season, what we said exactly was I don't think Mike Tomlin gonna reach 500.
Yeah.
And then he did it. And then
he did
when
it.
he was 8-8, we was in the text chat like, yo, if he
You
wins
can't
this
keep getting
last
away
game,
with this.
if he wins this last game, bro, what?
Yeah. He can't keep getting away with this. Granted, I do think the end of the year, Cincy and Baltimore might be L's, you know what I'm saying? But Seattle, who knows?
It depends on where they at. Yeah, it depends on where they at the end of the year.
Depends on where they at. But yeah, there's just like no reason just looking at their schedule that they still shouldn't get 9.
That's crazy. Is that just our expectation of Pittsburgh and Mike Tomlin, or is that like legitimately their schedule?
I think a part of it is their schedule mixed with Mike Tomlin. Any division that's playing the AFC South next year, you just almost chalking it up to 3 wins minus Jacksonville.
Yeah, minus Jacksonville.
Yeah, or at least 2 wins. You know what I'm saying? Whether, Tennessee, how you feel about them. But the NFC South and the AFC North both play the AFC South next year. That's why their strength of schedule is weaker. So again, we don't know the expectation of what Shane Steichen and whenever and whatever he's gonna do with Anthony Richardson is. We still don't know what D'Amico Ryans and CJ Stroud could look like, because they're invested into what they got, obviously, with their draft picks, but nobody's expecting them to be world beaten next year.
Yeah.
So it's just almost like you just chalk it to the game, because you're like, well, you still Mike Tomlin, you're still TJ Watt, you're still Fitzpatrick, you've upgraded in the O-line. Kenny Pickett should be better year 2 with time. Deontay Johnson, George Pickens, Pat Freiermuth, which we told people he may not look as sexy, but he was better than Kyle Pitts. And how long did they freaking roast us?
Bro, they got on us for the first 3 weeks of the season. And then halfway through, we ain't seen no more Kyle Pitts is him.
Now you got people wanting to talk about Kyle Pitts. Look, I said, hey man, y'all gotta stop crowning people too early.
We've been saying that when they drafted him that early, bro. It was just like, there's no way you take a tight end that early.
Because the only people that benefit from those high expectations is the ones who put it on those players, because then they just get to move on about it. The player is just so dumb.
Yep.
I feel like if you do that, you gotta stand behind that, and you gotta stick with him.
Now people gonna look at Kyle Pitts as a bust. He's probably he's probably a decent tight end.
No.
He's just not top 5.
The problem is he's good, but everybody got so happy that he had 1,000 yards, which was barely 1,000 yards. And then bro only had like 2 touchdowns, I think.
Yeah.
And then people was throwing him over Kelsey and Mark Andrews and all these other people. I'm like, no.
Yeah, wasn't like that list of like franchise tight ends going into the next 5 years?
Yeah. See, y'all are out y'all mind to try to put them over them.
Travis Kelsey got at least another 5 years. At least.
Because it's like we've seen the physically gifted tight end before like that. Like we've seen it before. And they're like, some of them do exceed, but not all of them. We know that position calls for a little different.
Yeah.
But
I think
just not going to be a mismatch.
If you pick Kyle Pitts in the second round and you redraft that, you take him in the second round, it's a whole different conversation. And we're talking about Kyle Pitts being a decent, pretty solid tight end. But it's for the fact that they took him in the first round. What's up, Christian?
Right now, I think he's suffocated by circumstance too. Is it Arthur Smith? And I think he's just almost making this Atlanta team look like when he was with Tennessee. And I think that's just what he's trying to do. And that's what I see. So I don't expect Kyle Pitts to get this full usage like some would want to see, but I also don't think he's that dude either to be the world beater either. So I'm cool. I think Bijan's going to have spammed up numbers out of their run game because that's what they do. But, yeah, the people got to slow down with doing that stuff, man.
Well, that's the NFL schedule, y'all.
Yep.
Any way too early predictions you got?
I'm not gonna make none now because we gonna be off of football for the rest of the month, June and July. Y'all gonna be getting all divisional conference player rankings, things that we're gonna be bringing to the podium. So it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot. And so
Gonna give y'all top 5 at damn near every position because that's what we
yeah,
do.
so,
Quarterback power rankings, which I think we get the most hate for when we do ours because people it don't
people,
match what they see on like ESPN or
So next Tuesday, get with us, NBA Draft Lottery Live. Shouldn't be a long stream. We're just gonna come up here. We'll see how
we're gonna be
close.
cheering for the Hornets to get number 1 pick.
Yeah, if the Hornets get one, since I'm the only person with a team in the lottery. So next Tuesday, get with us as we put our eyes on who will be the winner of the Victor Wembanyama sweepstakes. And I'm ready to get it in.
The Scoot Henderson.
Yep. Who really might be the real winner of the draft.
Yeah.
Is who gets Scoot. So,
and y'all heard it here first. We've always been high on Scoot.
Yep.
We were staying on that.
Yep.
Victor is he's physically freak. Scoot Henderson being way too slept on, bro.
Yeah, he really is. He really is. So next Tuesday we'll be back, y'all. Next Tuesday. Thank y'all for stopping in. We'll get us a little premiere and everything set up so y'all know. I know we schedule for us is tough, but we here. We're ready. Yep. We're ready to go.
Just know once we get into the NFL preseason, we're gonna be back consistently. Y'all gonna see us. Appreciate y'all. We'll catch y'all later next Tuesday.